In the last episode, we barely made it through to the playoffs positions, finishing 7th on 84 points. That is 6 points behind Maidstone United and only 3 points ahead of Chesham United right behind us. We played two final games of the season in that one, which we lost both. We lost 5-1 to Maidstone United and then we lost 2-0 to Torquay United. It has not been the best season for us. It has totally been a chaotic season all the way. I can say we didn't have a stronger team in terms of goal scorers. Matemo Msilovski managed to bring home a fourth place finish, scoring 25 goals, 26 goals in 43, and then the top scorer was Honor Bogdan, who scored 35 in 45. I think the highest rated striker on the whole team sheets, Tommy Wright, managed 22 goals in 45, and apart from them I don't think that we do have anyone else on the team sheets. I mean, we have Wakefield with 7 and 15 assists in 63. He did kind of well, but other than that we have not been performing quite as expected. So what's the game plan today? Today we play Torquay United, the last team we faced, who have beaten us home and away in the league, by the way, in the first round of the playoffs. So Torquay United, they have beaten us on both legs. The first time we went away from home, they beat us 3-0. They came home in the last episode, beat us by 2 goals to 0. Even though in the video, during the game, this game, I cried out that I hope I do not face them in the playoffs. They were the first team to be brought for me to face, and worst of all, it is at home, so away from home. So what is the game plan today? Play Torquay United, lose, and then do the transfer special together with that game, together all together in one video, so as to save ourselves a little bit of some hefty transfer special video ahead. So Torquay United away from home, and so once it is away from home, we are going for an away day. We are headed to Manham Road in Torquay, England. They have a little good stand there. Let us go and see if that stand is as good as it is pronounced there to be. So we are headed to an away day at Torquay. So coming from Bristol, we are headed south. Bristol, our hometown. I still don't know where to place the stadium. Our stadium is just somewhere within the walls of Bristol City. We are headed south, the same direction we were headed last time when we were going to Truro. But this time round, we take a short journey through Exeter and head to the southeast, the east of the south, yeah, east of Plymouth, to Torquay, which you can see just here. It is a port city, or should I, yeah, it has a harbor, it has a dock, it is a port city, and the stadium just has to be around somewhere. As you can see just from the way you have seen it, the green patch of football, it was very easy to find. This I think has been my easiest stadium to locate. It has just shows me, like when you come around here, it just shows you when you zoom in better, Torquay United Football Club right here, and this is exactly where we are headed. So let us switch that up and see what is meeting us. The map has like the blues of the stadium. I think we are in the light place. This stadium, it's like the turf has been removed for some reason from the satellite view, but they have a training ground next door. I think this is the club's training ground. They have a basketball club, the Torquay Knights, and whatever Torquay Knights and Torbay Stars. So we have Torquay Knights and Torbay Stars. Are the Torbay, then does the name Torbay come from the fact that they are like next to a bay? And yeah, this dock, by the way, looks really good. Hardon Pier, it looks like a place I would park my yacht. At the Torquay dock, is it a major dock in England, guys? If you're from the English land, tell me whether Torquay is an major dock within that region. But this is what we are looking at. Let us confirm our facts. Car parks, we have a Swim Torquay next door. It has solar panels on top. Yeah, that's just that. We have this small car parks here. I think it is for the workers who work at Swim Torquay. Do we have stadium car parks? There are no car parks. So where do people, you just park your car by the road when you come and visit the stadium now, don't you? Just park your car by the road. We have like these triangular shaped stuff behind the stadium. I don't think those are car parks. Those are no car parks. We have we have another one here. Is there even a public car park like anywhere? No, it's all residential all around. They have Anchorage Hotel. They have a Thai restaurant and takeaway. I would love to visit a Thai restaurant. I like Thai food. Oh, it's a Chinese, or not Chinese, should I say, it's an Asian street food. So we have China Garden, Chinese takeout. We have Bay Spice Tandoori. We have the usual place, fish and chips. We have Tokay Thai restaurant and takeaway. This is a I think this street gives Tokyo some marks. I love food and I love Asian food in itself. So yeah, apart from the pizza takeout, pizza is not Asian, but yeah, I love this street particularly. I will definitely park my car here. How far is it from the stadium? Park your car, then just take a walk down the alley, a little bit of a walk, and there you are at the stadium. So I think that works well. And this is the Manam Road. Yes, that's why it's called Manam Road Stadium. So that is Manam Road for you. So Tokyo United Football Club. Let us enter the street view and see whether this little man has some surprises for us. So we all don't have a dot inside the stadium. We have around though. We don't have inside. Okay, so let's go to the Manam Road in front first and start with here and see whether we can get a clean view of the stadium. Something was blurred here. Was it a person? Is this a giant? It's huge. Okay, so this here is the stadium. I think, yeah, we can confirm that Tokyo United home supporters, this is the stadium, this is the entrance for the home support. And when we go down this road, we can just see the walls of the stadium. It has all been clobbered up. Nothing to see through here. Anything I can see through here, guys? No. Can I like see just a little bit? Yeah, we have the gate here. There is the stand. So that's the stand, and there's a lot of rust on the gate of the stadium. So that is the stand, and I think this is LED screen. Yeah, they do have a LED screen in the stadium. I'll give them marks for that. Even though I can't see the interior of the stadium, they have Bristol's bench. That is that stand right there, and they are in a local neighborhood. Like when on match days, I wonder what the people living in this house feel in their ears. They can't even get anything. Wow. But it's okay, they have a nice stadium. The stands are okay. They have a couple of stands here and there. For a non-league team to have a stadium that has such immense stands is quite massive. So Tokyo United, that is quite good. And I think we can go through here. Okay, so we can have views all around the stadium. Some scrap is behind the stadium. Is that like the stadium kitchen or something? It looks so, maybe. We have the floodlights. They have really huge floodlights here and there. Where does this view end? Oh, it ends right here. What is that? Like a garage or something. And then this vehicle, man, this guy just smashed his bonnet into the wall here when he was trying to get out, and then reversed back and has never gotten his car out of that location ever since. But here is the main stand. This is Tokyo. Any place, I think I can find better views from like this position of the stadium. So we are towards the south of the stand, and they're telling us that mosaic created by the pupils, teachers, and friends of St. Mary's CE Primary and Nursery School with Janet Venture and Andrew Candy 2025. Wow, these children are very, very talented. Just look at this. This was created by children, teachers, and pupils, teachers, and friends. Nice. Welcome to Plainmore. This is called community development. Tokyo United Football Club, kudos for that. That gives you a mark. And then I think this has to be the main exit here. It is, or the main entrance. Family sitting only area. Yeah, that's the family sitting. I think for the families of the players and all that. It's quite sad that I couldn't get a view for the no parking emergency exit. Ah, okay. So car park stuff only. It's quite very, very bad, painful that I couldn't get a view of the stadium, and that one takes a little bit of marks of Tokyo in general. I wish I could get a little bit of a view of the stadium, but we have a dot outside the small stadium thing here. Oh, so we are inside the stadium ground. So in plan to Plainmore Stadium, that is the name of the stadium. Welcome to Tokyo United Football League, Vanarama National League, the National League. We have family stand, Bristol's bench. Ah, okay. So this is the farthest I could get. This is the best camera footage we could get for of Tokyo United. Okay, so with that, I think if we could have gotten a view of inside the stadium, it would have been great. But unfortunately, they are going to fall a little bit short of that. I'm going to give Tokyo United Football Club a 2.75 star out of 5. Yeah, I wanted to give them a 2.5, but they get the 0.75 because of the mosaics that are within this region that have been created by the children in the school. That is very, very good community development. The fact that they have, I think it is on this side, they have a LED screen gives them a 0.25 on top of that. And then their stands, the fact that this stadium gives them a little bit of a some stands, yeah, it's very rare to see stadiums with really good stands in non-league football, and that one gives them some bit more. The lack of car parks really takes away a lot of marks from them. Just look at this: on match days you have to park somewhere else and walk to the stadium grounds. There's not even a public parking space around, so that one takes out a lot of marks from this. So 2.75 Tokyo United Football Club, I think that one is a very very fair score. Okay, so after that away day, I am pleased to announce that Tommy Wright is back into the lineup, and I think he might just give us an advantage. Maybe get for us a goal or two, maybe in that loss that we are going to occur against Toke. So the plan of game today was just play against Toke, lose the game, and then do the start of the transfer special. Even if I don't finish it in this video, we might just cover up a lot of things, and then in the next episode we might play the first game of the new season. So the plan will be developed right after this by transfer ideas. What I think, I will definitely do them after this game and after the season takeover. That is, we finish the season, and we have seen a couple of players leaving on a freeze or sell the players that we want to sell, because I think I'm going to have mass migration again. This team is just not good enough. The players who came in this season might remain for backup options, but the players whom we have had for 2 to 3 seasons here, I think it is time they just left. Yeah, it's time they get paved way. So we'll talk about all of that after the game against Tokyo United. Let's see, let us give Tokyo United the leeway to the next round of this promotion. It will be really fun if they beat us today and we are still with them next season in the same league. I would love some revenge against these guys someday, sometime. But anyway, let's go into the match and bid Tokyo goodbye and then start off the transfer special. So we have come down to face our undoing. This formation has gotten the better of us more than 3 times this season. I think these top clubs, a couple of them have used this formation, and it just has some special edge to it. I think it gives them a lot of defenders on the back and a chance. They close down more, and I think since this is the AI against me, they know how to do the squad tactics and ideas and all that, of which we don't know how to do. That is why these good teams have gotten the better of us this season, and this, I feel like, will be another situation in which we see that they just have a few attackers up front, but and wow, that's a penalty, I think. Yeah, the first penalty of the match. Well, it didn't take long. It never took long. We knew this was coming. It did not take long, and they have opened the account of everything, and yeah, we don't know, this was meant to be, unfortunately, and that's what has happened in this situation. So Tokyo have already taken the lead in this game. I was talking about their formation. It would also be nice for us to explore a new formation for next season and make signings according to that. So the referee seems like he's just going to give away free kicks against us. I'm talking about exploring maybe a new formation. This 4-4-2 is very very strong, I know, but it just deserves some really good players at this level, and if we do not get the best players that we need for the same formation, it will be difficult for us to make it through. So we'll see. Let us go and after this game talk about the formation, and if we do need to change anything, and if we actually do, we will change stuff up. Okay, so one thing I can say I've noticed ever since we changed the tactics is that we have a little bit of at least some cleanliness in passing. There is some creation of a little bit of chances, and yeah, we have created like 2 chances. No shot yet. Just a reminder: creating chances is very different from taking shots on goal. We don't have a shot on goal yet, and that one is another tackle by Ui. He was warned in the first half, though not given a yellow card, but no shot yet in this game for us. And now we have a red card given to. I just brought Nesbit on. 10 minutes of our season. I can't say we have effectively seen off this game with at least a little bit of some good defense. We are not going to lose by more than 1 goal unless something happens in these last 10 minutes, which I think we can hold off. But these are going to be the last few minutes of our season. We are going to end up losing this playoff as expected. Obviously, we didn't expect much from this game, and with a red card in that, and I think, to be honest, I feel like we have played better with the red card than we did when we had all men in the field. So, do I need to always bring a few men onto the field? I think we play a little bit better. That is the last minute of normal time that we are going to have a little bit of substitutions here and there from the ref, from the assistant manager and the other team's manager. Toki are going to make it through to the next level. Now the question is, will they go all the way? So that's what I'm waiting for. If we are with them next season in this same league, then I have a really, really huge bone to chew with Toki United. Let them know that, and I'm saying that right now in this field before we go anywhere else, before this game ends. I have a real huge bone to chew with this. So if they want to be lucky, let them make it through. Let them get promoted to the next league above. So let them get promoted to the Vanarama National. If they do not make it to the Vanarama National, next season is going to be difficult for them. I have a big. All I will make sure they have made it too. It was always coming. I didn't expect them to score in that way though. I thought we were better than what I have seen here. I'm absolutely being honest. I think we are better than these. What is that? That's the reason I do need a new defender. I do need a new whole structurized system, and I'm going to spend big. Toki, if you don't get promoted next season, we are with you. So we are going to lose back-to-back games against Toki United by 2 goals to nil, the same scoreline. They have made sure that they keep a clean sheet in all our meetings with them. So I'll give that to them. They were the better team. They were the better side. They were the stronger team. My squad was not just up to the task. I didn't have the strength in that. So they are through to the next level, and the end of the season is here. Honor Bogdans from Salisbury with 35 goals, the highest rated striker in the league. I might have be tempted to go for him. We'll see if Salisbury are willing to talk. Michael Folivi with 29 goals and Jonathan Muzinga with 27 goals. The top goalkeeper was Lovro with who conceded only 30. Then we have Sims conceded 45 and FIFA conceded 45. The duel was between Baba and Taya, and he always ends up losing anyway. His market value is £40,000. I don't think I'm selling him. I think he may be really important for our next season. So a little bit of transfer plans here and there. Let me introduce what the idea is. So first of all, we have the expiring contracts that are expiring like the end of towards the end of next month. Those are the first things we are going to look at and to deal with. We have Sergio Ui in goal. He's 50 rated, has been a good striker for us, defender for us, I mean, and he has been really, really impressive. I think for me, Sergio Ui is going to be one to keep majorly because of his experience and the fact that he can be a really, really good center back. If we do get another center back whom we are going to start over Sergio Ui, Sergio Ui will be a good backup. So I would consider giving Sergio Ui a new contract. Then in the midfield, we have John Howard. He's 26-year-old, 49 rated. I feel like with him, I think a sale would be the best idea to go to. And if he is not bought, we keep him on as a backup for the rest of the squad that we're going. Because I feel, to be honest, I'm going to buy a new central midfielder to be with some leverage, to be that midfield pairing. We're still going to, I'm going to consider this season. I might decide to play with a defensive midfielder or switch up to that three at the back system that has been used by the top clubs this season. We'll see. I'm going to figure out which is the best system to use according to the good players that I will find and the positions they can play. Even though I plan on spending on players, I don't want to overspend my cash on players. Tommy Wright as a striker this season has fallen quite off the cliff. He is 31 years old, 48 rated. So to be honest, I do need a new striker and a new striker to partner Mate Momsilovski. If Momsilovski can still keep over 20 goals a season at this point, 27 in 48, and he was like what fourth in the goal scoring sheets. I think Matej Momsilovski deserves a rivaling partner to do that. Tommy Wright was good enough, but he has fallen off the cliff just a little bit. If I do not manage to sell him for this 1,520, then I will keep him on as a substitute. But I think the best idea would be to keep him on as a substitute, to be honest. Alex Wallerton at the right midfield has to go. Unfortunately, I do need better wing players, better midfielders. I might revert to playing with wingers or just play with players down the center. We'll see how things go, but I think Alex is going to go. Charlie Wakefield has been our best player in the midfield for all these years. I think I'm going to keep him up as a substitute option, and he will be a very good one in that. And finally, George Rigg Yeah, not played a minute of football this season, has to go. He just has to go. That is just that. I would love also to release Luke Govoko and look for a better substitute goalkeeper, because Luke has not played a minute of football this season. He was a prodigy before, but he has not done well. We also know that Adama Diarra is coming back from loan. I have plans with him for next season, and if he does grow well enough, I will partner Jaden Baba quite well. But if his growth is very, very stunted, I will send him out on loan again and then finally look for a deal to sell him out. To be honest, apart from those players, we have a player in the youth team whom have given a contract for next season in Ben Johnston, the 16-year-old, 34 rated. He is like a left back or right back. I already brought him to the first team once. We started him, our youngest ever player to feature in a match yet, if you remember. Then I think I have given him a contract for next season. Is going to be okay. These other contracts are for the reserves team. Our reserves team lacks players. It just has no one. So I have given a couple of youngsters contracts for the reserve team, and maybe our reserve team coach will have work to do. Other than him, then I think I also have Milan Tillemans, who is 40 rated from Suriname or Suriname. He's a defensive midfielder. So because I have a lot of defensive midfielders in the squad, I have a sense that next season I might start playing with the defensive midfielders. We will come up with a tactic to make sure we can accommodate defensive midfielders in the squad, and we might just try a kind of narrow tactic in that one, to be honest, because I mean I have Jordan Tilson. He is 47 rated as a defensive midfielder already. He at points just fluctuates a lot. I have a lot of defensive midfielders in the squad, and I think playing with a defensive midfielder will give me that extra man at center back, which we lack by playing this system. This system is kind of really attacking. We can have a lot of people at the back, a lot of people in front, but we just lack that person who is anchored to always support the center back. So defensive midfield can be one of the roles. And to curb that part of the fact that I need over 55 or rated players in the squad for me to be able to have a really, really strong squad this season, when you come to the club balance financial status, we have 449,000 pounds to spend. I have decided to allocate 100,000 pounds for signings for the next season. I don't know what that is going to be due to my overall balance, but I think the earlier I do this, the better, because I don't want to take another season in the deeps in this Vanarama National South. I want to go up. There is more money at the top, and you have to spend money to make money. So I am allocating 100,000 pounds for next season's transfers. I don't know. I'm going to decide how I'm going to look out to transfer, how to make all of that work. And because of that, no infrastructural upgrades are going to happen for the next season. Even these little renovations, we're going to hold on to them, because renovations do cost a lot. So we are going to hold on to them. The stadium infrastructure, we might decide to lower this just a little bit to be able to cater that for the cash that we are going to use. We have also have to balance our sheets, our financial sheets, if we are going to use that much cash in transfers. But I for once have decided I'm allocating 100,000 pounds. We're going to make sure that every calculation, we every signing we do, we make sure we put key in the calculation and make sure that we spend 100,000 or less in terms of the transfers. I will try my best to spend less for better deals, bargaining and all that. But if it is needed, the 100,000 is what I am allocating as the club president to be spent in the transfer period. So let us go on to the end of next month, have the players who are leaving leave, and then plan. And by the time we are back, I will have a working system, a new tactical system for us to use for next season and explore. The players have already adapted to the 4-4-2 over the past few years, but with the new players coming in, I think it will performing an general overhaul will work best in our favor. So let us proceed to the end of this month. Also, by that time, I will know whether we'll still have Tokyo United in this league, because I have a really, really huge bone to chew with them. I feel like they have disrespected me this season all along. So Tokyo United, do they have any good players on the top scorers sheet? They have Ben Seymour, who is 58 rated. I might start just by stealing some of their good players. I mean, they have David Fisher in striking, they have Jamie Siaj, they have some good players. I might just start this whole journey of getting back at them by signing some of their best players. So let me go on to the end. Hopefully they will still be around. That is my prayer. Yeah, Tokyo United, must still be around by that time. Let's meet here in a month or so. Okay, so I would like to introduce to you guys the newest formation we are playing. Our latest of latest of all the latest that I can talk about. This season I've decided to try to play with wing backs in and out of the wing back positions, two central midfielders, an attacking midfielder, and two strikers. Primarily I'm using three strikers, but one has dropped down into the attacking midfield position. You will have the same instructions as the strikers, except that he is allowed to be more creative than the two strikers up front. Tell me down in the comments what you think about this tactic. I've already edited the tactics in it. We have gone for the 40% commitment we were doing. Our defensive line is a bit higher this time round. I'm trying to see, it's good to experiment. In our first game we will see how this high line actually works. If it is really problematic, we will change it before the players get adapted to it for a long time. We'll be attacking down the middle majorly. Our passings will be short and a little bit cautious, and then we'll also be defending about 53% in possession. Our cruising position this time round is not from the byline but a little bit higher, and then we have the height of the corners and everything I've left us there. I've edited a couple of individual orders, but these positions where we are lacking players, I'm still waiting for players to come and then edit them. And then the routes, this is what I currently have. We'll still edit more, we'll shift them and see whether they actually complement each other and make a little bit more sense. Like I would love maybe for the yeah, let them head towards the strikers. I think that is more complementary. We'll see how we will be doing editing the route, but that is practically my new system for the next season. And as you can see, with all the players that have left, we have a very poor squad currently, very poor, and we are expected to lose from now to the end of the season every game except Croydon Athletic, whom we can beat with our team the way it is, and Worthing, and draw with Salisbury. And I would love to notice, I forgot to tell you guys, we still have our little friends in Tokyo United. Yay, a little bit of celebration. These guys, I have a really huge problem with them. A really big problem with them. They are available. Actually, the team that was promoted, I believe, was supposed to be Maidstone United. They beat us by 5 goals to 1 on the second last day of the season. Maidstone United are the team that were promoted from the playoff spot. So we still have another season in this league, and now we are going for the transfer part of the business. I have already gone and shortlisted a good portion of the players that I want. I think the easiest way to look at it is from the transfer market. I have I want a new left back, a new some new center backs, not only one, a new defensive midfielder. This season I told you we are going to play with a defensive midfielder, new central midfielders, a new attacking midfielder, and maybe one or two new strikers. And as you can see from the levels, I am going for the big guns. I'm not going for the strong ones. Each of them has a market value. Our 100,000 is set aside for this business that we are doing, and we are going to use it well. So let us start the discussions. All of the players that are on this list are players that can accept to join us. I went through a hectic period looking and sorting out the players, and only found the players that can accept to join us. And also I know if I take the only realistic transfers, it will eliminate a few of them, but I'm going to remove that one and have everybody in the squad to see whom we're going for. So I'm going to demonstrate how we always go by the transfers and how we calculate, how we look for the players with only two positions, and then I will go and do the other positions and then come and introduce the latter players to you later on, because I think if I were to start doing everything on this page, I would take a long time to sign everybody. So let us first look at signing a new left back and a new striker, the main position. So on left backs we have three players: Nick Sarula from Rochdale, who is 60 rated, 29 years of age; Caleb Richard from Kidmansters Harriers, who is 54 rated, from from Kidmansters. Then we have Jack Robinson from Eastleigh, who is 60 rated for 13,000 pounds. So practically I would definitely go for the 60 rated players. Caleb Richards was there just as a option if the 260 rated players did not want to join us. So let us first try with Nick Sarola, because he's the one with the highest talent. His popularity is at just a 7. Caleb Richards' popularity is at a 10, but we don't play with popularity. He is the cheapest option to go for, but this time around I'm splashing the cash for me to be able to get out of this division as soon as possible. So the first player that we will go to is to Nick Nix Raula. Look at the player details. He's 29. He plays for Rochdale. He can look at his last season, like the preseason before. He played in 6 league games, 1 cup game. He played in 12 league games, got a goal and a yellow card. This is the other season, but I think at this level with this 60 rating, he could be quite complimentary for us. We also have 27 rated Jack Robinson from Isili, only 2-star rated, but looking at him, I may find that he has had a better season, maybe Jack Robinson, than yeah, let us have a look at his career before. He had 13 goals games last season, 2 got 2 assists. The season before, 37 games, got 4 assists. So he plays more than the player that we are looking at in Nix Raula. So Jack Robinson, considering he's younger by 2 years and has his talent level is the one that is just a little bit low, I think we try to sign Jack Robinson first. If he refuses, then we do that. So a good salary could convince him though. So his value is at 13,000. They want 12,000 pounds. I told you we do this thing by negotiating. So I'm going to give 10,000 pounds up front. Then I think I can talk to them about per league appearances. Maybe I give them 100 pounds. That one will, for a 10 games, that one will be 1,000. That will lead to a 1,100. How much do they want for 50 games? That one they will still want. That's 15,000. That's a lot. So maybe I give them 100 pounds for 20 games. That will be 2,000. It will be in digits, in small digits, because they still want this money to sign players. We'll be giving out the cash slowly by slowly. So for the first 20 matches, they will receive 100 pounds. Then at the same time, I might give them a share of the next sale at 15% seems too high. Let's just go with 15. I think that makes sweetens the deal a little bit. And then I may give them a buyback clause. If I'm buying him at 12,000 pounds, I might give them a buyback clause of maybe, let's try to go until the highest is 44,800. They might be able to get their player back for 44,800. That will still be a profit, but if he grows out to become a better player, then we will see. But 44,800, that's a very, very fair deal. I think I can even remove this one and everything else remains okay. Let me try. Yeah, fair deal. I think let's acceptable. 9,000 pounds and a buyback clause of 44,800, and they can still accept that. That is how you talk to players. They have accepted my bid, 9,000 pounds for Jack Robinson. That is the best offer right now. His value is at 13,000. And then for the striker, so I do that, and then we go and talk to the player and see if the player will agree with our. It's just the negotiations part. We negotiate with the team first, and then the player next. For our strikers, we have 4. We have Emeli Ratinen, who plays for Chesham United. Just one thing to look at has been his form in his last season. 31 games, 5 goals, 3 assists last season. The season before, 15 goals, 7 assists in 36, and he hasn't played in a couple of seasons before that. 54 rated. Emeli, he's the cheapest with 4,000 pounds in his market value at 28 years old. Then we have 25-year-old Jonathan Muzinga from Chesham United, their main striker for a couple of seasons before. So Jonathan Muzinga played 41 games last season, 27 goals and 12 assists. Primarily speaking, he was my main mind that I would have gone to until I came to meet up with Cairo Michel from Rochdale. I've looked at a lot of players from Rochdale. Cairo Michel, 55 rated striker. Last season netted 5 goals, 3 assists in 19 appearances. The season before that, 4 goals, 3 assists in 25, 2 goals, 1 assists in 13. So he doesn't have that consistency of putting too much, but he can play a couple of positions. That's what I loved about him. And then the final one was Owen Elding from Farnborough, the team that were promoted, I think, directly. Or do we still have Farnborough in the same division? Yeah, we are still with Farnborough. They failed to get promoted. They were the best team to consider getting promoted. Owen Elding was the best. I think was the top scorer of last season. If I'm not wrong, let's just have a look at that. No, it was not him. 32 goals, 4 goals, 32 games, 4 goals, 1 assist, and the league season before that, 3 goals. I mean, the best option here definitely is Jonathan Muzinga, the player that I went from Chesham United. Now it's just a deal. 25 years of age, 18,400 market value. Let's see what Chesham will want to talk about. Let us begin. They want 20,000 pounds up front, of which they are saying there's still basis for further negotiation. His value is 13,000, so I will give them 15,000 up front. Let me try the 10,000 and then a ridiculous buyback clause offer. What's the highest buyback clause? 73,600. So for them, £50,000 is still a good option, so maybe 50,000 and then increase that to 13,000. Yeah, I buy him for his very marketable price and then give him the highest I can go is 65,000 on the buyback clause. So a buyback clause of £65,000 and £13,000 transfer fee upfront, and I can get Jonathan Muzinga. Nice. Some little talks about here. They've accepted my bid for Muzinga, and that is how we do the transfers. So what I'm going to do is just click continue a little bit, and then I will be able to talk with Jack Robinson and Jonathan Muzinga, see if they are ready to talk to me, and then I sign them. And then after that, I will deal with the transfers for all the other positions and then come back and introduce the whole squad to you guys to end this episode. So that is definitely just how I do the transfers. If you will also love me to one day do show you guys how I always do the player searches and the categories that I use to see in the search criteria to look for these players that I am getting at this level and for that cheap, you can also hit me up in the comment section and I'll let you know. But I have made two offers, one of £9,000 for Jackon Robinson and £13,000 for Jonathan Muzinga, who was valued at 18,400. So it's always all in the buyback clause. Once we reach a level that the buyback clause will always affect us with our players, then I will be resisting them. But at this point, I can't afford to lose players if they were to be bought back. Let me talk to these two players, and maybe a few of these reds will turn into green. Okay, first negotiations with Jack Robinson. Let us just, he wants his important demands. I would like to sign for at least 3 years. So that one is very great, Jack. I think I'm going to give him 4 or 5 years. I think I give him the maximum of that 5 years. He wants basic salary currently is £220. The game is suggesting I give him 120. I might give them the appearance fee and then increase that to maybe £30 and then increase the basic salary to £200. And the only problem now with these negotiations is that you always want to sweeten the deal with the player, because other teams may come for him with a sweeter deal and you will not have the chance to sign them. So a lot of trouble in the team, lower league definitely, but if I can sweeten the deal just a little bit, let us match his basic salary before £220, £30 appearance money. Jack Robinson, I hope he can agree and welcome to the club. Jonathan Muzinga is up next. He wants to sign at least 3 years too. Let's give him 4. And then his basic salary at home was £380. The game is suggesting we give him 140. Let's give him 160 and then give him an appearance money of £40, then increase that to 170. I think that one is a really good region to play with them. £380 basic salary is quite a lot. That is a lot. Let's do it 180. Let's do it 190 so that it can be on the fair for me to be a little bit safe. So on the fair, make offer, and then after that one we wait for their considerations. First training of the season, we won't get relegated. Let me try to promise these guys, be a little bit ambitious this season. We'll win promotion this season. I have told them that it has just blacked out, and then anyone who is fit doesn't play, I will stay at the club no matter what happens. Those ones will always remain as those ones. Our first game of the season will come against Yeovil, and I don't think Yeovil were in this league before. Have they changed leagues or something? I think that's what has happened. So guys, that is definitely how we do the transfers and everything. Membership fee, your club has received £4,020 from membership fee at the start of the new season. Yeah, that is good. Dylan Zaret transfer listed. Now let me just look through the other players, through everything I can find, sign more players, and then I come back to introduce a good portion of them to you. We are back on the 21st of July. We have done a lot. With the last time we were here, we were starting the month of July. I believe it was on the 2nd, and I have a complete squad this time round with really good players. Let me start introducing to you the lot, and we can just see the amount that I've spent on the deals plus the amount that I've spent on making everything happen. First of all, we left when we were talking about Jonathan Muzinga and Robinson, whom both have joined. Jack Robinson joined us for a fee of £9,000 from Isley, and Jonathan Muzinga too has joined us for a fee of £13,000 from Chesham United, and their contracts consist of not that much basic salary of £190, and for Robinson just the basic salary we discussed of £240, one of the club's top earners, and there is a buyback clause in his contract too, and a couple of bonuses and all of that. So those are two players that are come in new and well. Apart from them, we have a new attacking midfielder in Kevin Havertz. The Hungarian has joined us from Ilk- Ilkeston Town for £18,000, and he is on a contract of £140 per week basic salary, one of the cheapest signings that I have done so far. Next up, we have Zarate, Dylan Zarate, and this guy has totally drained my coffers. Getting this 20-year-old kid was as difficult as getting anything. His playing style is as a playmaker. Wow, that was really, it was really hectic to get this guy. He was receiving offers from, look at this, his dimples are kind of good, his hairstyle is great, he just looked nice. I immediately wanted to sign him for his face. He looks great, and his short passing is really immense. I had to get him no matter what, and because of that, his contract is absolutely massive. £410 basic salary. He has a buyback clause. And when he was coming in, I gave him £60,000 upfront just to make sure this basic salary doesn't go above £500. Wow. I mean, when you want a player, then you have to go through all the problems. I mean, how will you not want a player like this? From midfield, 7 goals, 5 assists last season. He's only 20 years old, meaning he did this at 19. So I really did have to get him. So he's one of the players that has really drained my coffers. But thank God he finally accepted our team. He received offers from a lot of clubs. His signing fee was not that much, only £16,000 from Docking. He was released from Inter Milan and from Girona. That is how good Dylan is. So I think if he has played, if he has trained in such huge training pitches, then coming to our club, the only disadvantage is that our club is definitely small, but he will be a key component of the team. Next up, we have Sam Leverett. We This is a player that has been with us this season. Since last season, we got him from Firstly for £10,000, and he is still with us. So they will be pairing with Zarate at central midfield, and I still have more central midfielders. Our new defensive midfielder is Alfie Payne, the cheapest that I got, for £60 basic salary. I mean, yes, he's the cheapest player on the squad currently. To be honest, I think it's just because of his age. He will accept any contract from St Albans City for 2,600. He is 28-year old. Our new defensive midfielder would be there to help us quite a lot. At right back, we have the likes of Diarra and Baba, who will be our major starter, but Baba is out injured currently with a little bit of inflamed Achilles tendon for 2 weeks. He will be back before the season begins, but I hope he can come back sooner than that to be able to get stronger. But Diarra is back in the squad. I have plans to use him this season. He won't be going anywhere. Then at centre back, we have Garonetti, whom we had last season, and our new centre back, Reece McNally, whose contract is also not expensive, can play centre back and right back really confidently. £170. There is a buyback clause for him of £16,000. I only signed him for £3,400. So the buyback clause is very, very much in our favor. Though I wouldn't like for them to buy him back while he is still instrumental with the team. So Reece McNally, our new centre back. And apart from Reece, one player I was looking at for centre back position was Ludwig Francilet. Ludwig, the 29-year-old, I was the player that I definitely did want. He was really, really my main target. He's a player who has played a couple of games, but he wanted too much cash. He wanted a lot. I mean, his current basic salary as Sicily is £100. He wanted over £700 as basic salary. I gave him that, and he was still asking for more. I think as a player, you need to know your limits, Ludwig. I think he hit the ceiling of his limits, and I cancelled that offer. I said, I've agreed to give him £700, make him the top man of my team, give him a contract to make him the most important player in the club because of the strength he has from centre back, but he still wanted more. So I said no, I cancelled that, and I said McNally is not far off. He is 57 rated, McNally is 55 rated. I can get McNally for cheaper, and McNally is younger by 2 years, so he still has ways to go. So I was not going for that. I was not falling for that, and we have a new one. So first of all, the goalkeeping position is one I would like not to touch on this summer transfer window, but the fact that Luke Govoko has received an offer and may be out may prompt me to promote one goalkeeper either from the, I don't have one in the reserves, may prompt me to promote a goalkeeper from the youth team to the club for a couple of seasons or a couple of weeks. So that one is something we look forward to as we go on. But I think he does need a training counterpart in the squad if we is to improve any further Chisholm. So I might look into a new goalkeeper before the summer transfer window ends. The transfer window is still quite a way off from ending. We are still in the month of July. The next game is a friendly against Fulham. Just a report on the friendlies we have had. We have only played four. We were beaten by Celtic 5-0. We had a friendly training camp in Scotland, so we played against Celtic, Rangers, and Hibernian. We were definitely going to lose all. Then against Tranmere Rovers in League 2, we drew against them 3-3, and then we have one against Fulham, which we'll definitely lose, but at least the team is coming up stronger and stronger. And just the little information that I showed you guys as before we started, this whole streak here was a sea of red, so we were going to lose every game, but now there is not a single red to the end of the season. Practically speaking, we are the best team in the league currently. So if we do not get the best out of ourselves and definitely get automatic promotion this season, then it will be a pain for the transfers that I have done. And as you can see, the total transfer expenditure is £73,000, 27 yeah, £27,000 less than what we were targeting, and that £27,000 still holds that I might add a new goalkeeper and maybe any other new good player that I might find. Maybe another striker. I'm playing with two strikers. I may get another new striker, but that is the squad. That is definitely the team that is going to lift us up this season, take us forward to next season, and give us that strength. This is the highest rated team in the league currently, and unfortunately now our club coffers have only £84,000 left on all the cash that I have given out, including bonuses to the players, that's immediate signing fees to the players. We have only £84,000. I might do something that I've always said as I've seen people doing. Like if I come to my career, I myself as a coach have £263,000 in my bank balance, and I am not playing with my personal life, so I am not doing anything. I would love to activate my personal life, but that one can only be done when starting the game. If you don't activate it, you won't be able to. So that is that. And then in terms of the personal income and the personal transfer balance that we are looking at, we have spent the most this year. Last year we spent only 16,000, the year before 10,500, the year before that nothing. But over the years we have been increasing our transfers, and we have spent 73,000 this year. That one was definitely going to happen, and our income over the years has also been increasing a little bit, which last season was our largest with £104,000. So we'll see, things will be increasing as time goes on. So with that money spent, I believe we can get ourselves higher than this. My biography is just talking about transfers. I don't know why, and I also don't have a buddy list. My buddy list is on John Howard and Tuling Genoval Young. Those are my buddies from other clubs, and as I can see, and we have all the records here, my transfer stats and my trophies. No trophies won yet, even those ones that I won while getting up were not counted, but we have a good chance. We have a great chance, and that is the transfer special done. Thanks so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, click the subscribe button and hit that like button too to get notified for once new episodes drop. Next time out, we come to start the new season, that is on 5th of August 2028. That is against Yeovil Town, and then we will have new jerseys to present and whole new squad and a whole new season for us. We are going for this league by all means. By hook and crook, we must get promoted this season. That one is unfortunately the sadly reality for the teams in our league. We must get into the National Vanarama National League next season and aim for the Football League in the seasons to come. We are not far off. The goal is just here, and we are right here. We started off here. We are currently here, and the goal is here. So yeah, let's go for it.